Festival. Witnesses say it was like nothing they'd ever experienced before.
So just to preface this, I've been to hundreds of shows, and what I saw unfold was one of the most horrifying and tragic things I've ever seen in my entire life.
People are in panic. It was just like some people trying to get in, people trying to get out.
Everybody was just surging. People were pushing up on each other.
Yes. So like if you fall, you have a split second to get up.
For why he stopped me, I was like, there's an ambulance going right through the middle. And I turned to my girlfriend and I said, I think this is part of the show, like to make it seem like it's so like crazy. But now, lo and behold, it turns out the next morning you find out that was not part of the show.
If you don't get up, your chance of getting stumped on is very high.
So before I get started, I just wanted to say I did wait a couple of days in order to make this video just because I wanted to make sure I had all the information I could find. With that being said, overnight last night, the death count from the Astroworld Tragedy went from 8 victims to 11 victims. And I'm pissed off. Travis Scott is one of the most popular artists at the moment. He's also one of the richest artists at the moment. Also one of the most powerful artists at the moment. I mean, he has done some of the craziest things, from having his own music festival to having his own meal at McDonald's.
What's up, world? Yeah, you. I'm Travis Scott. This is my McDonald's order.
Friday night in Houston, Texas, Travis held his yearly music festival called Astroworld Fest. And his shows are known for being crazy. But what happened Friday night was way beyond crazy. In fact, what happened Friday night was downright disturbing. And we thought TanaCon was bad, but guys, nobody died at TanaCon. So on Friday night, there was a huge concert planned in the Houston Astrodome. First, Travis Scott was set to headline the show, and a bunch of Travis's friends were actually opening for him. This show being massive and it being a hometown show, tickets obviously sold out super quick. But that didn't stop everybody that wanted to come to the concert. So the day of the show, hundreds of fans rushed the security check. They trampled so many fans that caused so many injuries, and they then began to rush the stadium. A little bit before 9 p.m., a 30-minute countdown began to play on the stage. This countdown represented the moment that Travis would take the stage. And this is when things went off the rails. All of the fans in the stadium that were on the floor just began to push and shove. I don't know why this is still an issue, but guys, if you are at a concert and you are on the floor, do not push the people in front of you. Your actions have a ripple effect, and there's nowhere to go. I don't understand why this is still an issue. As people kept pushing and pushing, the air became super tight and it became hard for people to breathe. This caused for people to begin passing out, hyperventilating, having panic attacks. And if you fell to the floor, tough love, bud, because you're just going to get trampled for being in the way of the people behind you. Once Travis took the stage, it then went from very bad to worse, because all of these ragers in the back of the stadium felt the need to get to the front of the stadium. I really don't know why. It's not like Travis Scott actually cares about you. Mosh pits formed everywhere, and people knew that if they fell, they were not getting up. By 9:30, officials began requesting additional resources. By 9:38, the event was declared a mass casualty event. Several people were injured just minutes after the show began. Yet all of these victims' cries for help were literally drowned out by screaming fans and Travis Scott being really loud. Fans began to beg the concert staff to stop the show because people were literally dying, but that came to no avail.
No, we're in there, bro. Shut the fuck up. Exactly right. No one in there. People are fucking dying. I'm gonna save somebody's life. That's somebody's kid.
Two hands to the sky.
I'm gonna save them.
Two hands to the sky. 2 hands up, y'all. 2 hands up. Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me. Let's go. I wanna make this motherfucking break.
Things got so bad that literally an ambulance started driving through the center of the stadium.
Everybody good, put a middle finger up in the sky.
And people saw this and didn't think to get out of the way. Instead, they started to climb on top of it and dance. Just because for some reason, my generation doesn't have any respect for human life. Amidst all the chaos, people then just lost hope and decided to leave. This caused even more problems because the exits were super small, everybody was trying to get out of them, and people wouldn't get out of their way because they didn't want to miss any bit of the show. Meanwhile, Travis Scott is on stage with his arms out in the air and singing auto-tune, you know, that way his adoring fans can pretend he's a god. In fact, I'm gonna play the clip of whenever people came on the stage to tell him what was happening, and he just shoos them off.
What the fuck is that? If everybody good, put a middle finger up in the sky. Okay, where my guy, man? Come on. Yeah, all that. 2 hands to the sky. 2 hands to the sky. 2 hands up, y'all. 2 hands up. Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me, let's go. I wanna make this motherfucking ground shake, goddammit. Whoa. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 7, 4.
I don't know about you guys, but that clip just infuriates me. Like, that just shows that Travis Scott does not care about his fans. And listen, at concerts where there's like loud music and a ton of people and a lot of energy, accidents happen. I get that. But it's up to the artists and the promoters and security to make sure that accidents don't go from very bad to worse. And Travis didn't do that. In fact, here's what happens at a 21 Pilots concert whenever stuff happens.
Security, can we get up off the barricade? They're over here. Up. Can you make a path all the way there, guys? Look behind. If you're over here, look behind you. Someone needs to get out of the pit. Look behind you and make a path. Get in there. Okay, I'm going that way. Scott, what's wrong? Turn the lights on, Chef. What? What's wrong? Are you okay? Does she need to come out? She needs to come out. Bring her out.
You're a nature designer!
And here's what happens at a Billie Eilish concert when things go bad.
Wait, stop. What's going on up here? She passed out? Hold on. Can you get her up? Is she okay?
She's on the floor. I'm also about to pass out. We're all just passing out.
What can I do to help? You want me to feed you some water?
Yet Travis Scott can't stop the show for 2 seconds just to, make sure the people in the back that are literally losing their lives can get out. There's no excuse for it. There is no excuse for his negligence and disregard. And I don't understand why people are wanting to defend him. Personally, I think he should be charged for manslaughter. Those people's deaths are on his hands. I feel like him and the promoters need to be held responsible. But now that 11 people have died at his show, he could go on his Instagram story and pretend that he cares about his fans and rub his forehead a million times talking about how sorry he is. If he were sorry, none of this would have happened. If he were sorry, he wouldn't be arrested in Arkansas for ensuing a riot.
So as soon as the show was over, he was arrested for inciting a riot, endangering the welfare of a minor, and disorderly conduct. And this, they said there was a security guard who got crushed because of the crowd.
If he were sorry, he wouldn't be telling his fans to beat up minors in the crowd for touching his shoe. If he were sorry, he wouldn't be cussing out his security guard with auto-tune for trying to throw out a fan that was being dangerous in the crowd. He's not sorry. He's sorry that he got caught. And literally, guys, this whole situation has just pissed me off so much. And the worst part is there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know if it's because it was a lot of kids that died, or if it's because I go to a lot of concerts, or if it's because my brother is a massive Travis Scott fan, but for some reason, this case seems to hit close to home for me. And I watch all of these clips of what happened that night, and I'm truly disturbed. Like, that is so scary to me. You go to a concert to have a good time with your friends, and that's what happens? It's messed up. It's super messed up. I don't know what else to say, guys. But you know what, to end things on a bit of a lighter note, how about I show you what was happening at Slipknot's Knotfest this weekend? that is how mosh pits can be fun. If you think about it, a mosh pit is literally like the best place to be at a concert, because that's how you get out all of your rage and all of your anger, but in like kind of a healthy way. Like everybody in a mosh pit is consenting to it. And if you don't want to be a part of that, you could easily get out of a mosh pit. But you can't turn an entire freaking stadium into a mosh pit. You can't have 5 mosh pits at one concert, especially if the concert is overpacked. Why is it still an issue to shove people at a concert? Travis Scott does not want to see you. He does not care about you. Travis Scott does not want to be your friend. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking frustrating, dudes. I'm just gonna end this video here because I don't know what else to say. So, if you get anything from this video, here's the last couple of things I do want to say. Don't shove at a concert. Don't be rude at a concert. Pay for your tickets. And be nice to each other. I always in the videos would be nice to each other. So I just gotta end it. I'm just gonna end it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to know what people think about this. Are you guys as mad as I am? Because I am furious. Total disregard. No respect. Alright guys, as always, be nice to each other.
I don't wanna fall asleep, no I don't wanna pass away. I've been thinking of our future cause I'll never see those days. I don't know why this has happened, but I probably deserved it. I tried to do my best, but you know that I'm not